Break it up. What's going on in here? Absolutely not. America was built on the back of that dozer. I'm Wrecker Rick, and you're watching Murphy's Diesel, and we've got a recovery. It's a D9 Dozer stuck in a quarry, folks. And when I say stuck, I mean it's got a blown engine, and it's not going nowhere. And this thing weighs 120,000 pounds. The guy called me, and he said, hey, Wrecker Rick, I'm in a bind. The Forest Service needs me to get this dozer out of here like it was yesterday, and I need some help. And I said, well, you called the right guy, because that's what I do, is help. We're saddling up and we're going to get this dozer, but there's a catch. The guy said, hey, Wrecker Rick, you help me, so I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna give you this dozer for getting it out of here for me. Win-win. I get to rescue a dozer, you guys get to see it, and I get a new dozer. Did I mention it's got a blown engine? Did I mention it's in the middle of nowhere? And did I mention that it's in a quarry? I know what you guys are thinking. You're wondering how I'm gonna get it out of here. Well, you're gonna have to watch and find out. So stand by, because it's probably gonna get western. Here a while back, we went to Indiana to pick up a 352 needle nose Pete for an off-road wrecker build that we're building. If y'all remember, Mrs. Wrecker Rick got her wallet stolen because somebody left the window down. Today's sponsor, Aura, reached out to us offering us identity theft protection. So we signed up and we took comfort knowing that Aura had our back. Aura offers around-the-clock identity protection. They scan the dark web for sensitive information that's being sold or traded. Once a week, Aura sends me a report of what they've found and have gotten removed. Look at all these. There's pages and pages, and this is just 1 week. Rowdy Wheeler Trucking, Rowdy Wheeler Stuntman for Hire, just a few websites of some shady folks trying to steal my identity. I can also view their progress anytime I want on the Aura app, 24/7. And if you all know me, 24/7 means a lot because I'm a 24/7 type of guy. Here's the deal, folks. I'm not leaving myself or my family exposed to data breaches. And if you don't want to either, then go to aura.com/murphysdiesel for 2 weeks free. And that's all they need to find out if your personal data has been exposed. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the good stuff. We are stretching War Machine's legs today. What happens in a situation like this is they have to reclaim the quarry. So they carve a big hole in the ground and they're digging flagstone out of it, and they sell the flagstone. They sell it all over the world. Ash Fork is the flagstone capital of the world. After they're done with the quarry and their lease is up, they reclaim the quarry. So they go through and they push dirt back in the hole and they seed it so vegetation will grow back in there. They use like D9 dozers to reclaim it. While they were reclaiming, they blew the engine up in this dozer, threw a rod right out the side of it. Out in this, rural area, it's very hard to recover this stuff because it doesn't run. You can't just walk it onto a trailer. That's where the rotator comes in handy. We just go out there, pick it up, back the trailer under, and we're done. The proper equipment for the proper job. Folks from Ash Fork have been digging rock out of these mountains around here since the early 1900s. Both my granddads dug rock out of these quarries out here. They used to do it by hand. Now they use equipment. They call them rock doodlers. From here on, this road gets really windy, lots of big boulders on the side of it, so I gotta show these kids something. On really windy roads, you want to have this back axle lifted. So this trailer, it'll cut faster. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, Robert.
Lift the whole trailer up in the air so you're not so low. All right, this trailer, it's a slide axle. So we'll slide the axles forward so it'll follow the tractor better. Right, pretty good. If you slide these axles too far forward, it'll take the weight off of his tractor and he won't have any traction. So you gotta be careful. Boy, that ranch truck's just a diamond in the rough. You got to teach that generation, because that's our future, folks. If you look up on that ridge, you can see where they've cut the quarry into the side of the mountain right there. We made it out here, folks. This dozer is huge. Now we're gonna tear the mow board off of the front of it, and then we'll set the mow board on this trailer right here. And then after we get the mow board off, we'll pull this ripper off, and the ripper will go on that trailer as well. Two reasons why we got to tear it down. One reason, you can't get a big enough trailer up in here to haul 110,000 pounds out of here. The road's too bad. Unless you're Casey Liddell. Secondly, I can't pick it up with War Machine fully dressed. We're gonna have to downsize it to 80,000 pounds, and then we'll pick it up with War Machine. So stand by. It's kind of chilly up here, huh? I'm not gonna lie, folks. It's colder than a well digger's up here. Got a north wind blowing on us, and boy, let me tell you, it is blowing right through me. So if you look out there, all those scars, those are all old quarries. Check out this rod hanging out the side of this Goliath of an engine. I'll bet you that made some noise, huh? So if anybody's got a D353 Cat engine that wants to donate to the cause, let me know. Or even if you want to sell it. Because she's going to need an engine, folks. This thing is so bad. I can't wait to get it running. I'll tell you what, nothing gets my motor revving like an old D9G. Well, maybe a 1969 351 Pete with 58-inch tires on it. It's gonna need a seat. This is what a reclaimed quarry looks like. They dig all the rock out of it, take out what they want, and then when the lease is over, they put all the tailings back in it. I grew up in these hills, just 2 miles as the crow flies to the south. That's a cool piece of rock. A lot of times you find rocks with like turtle tracks in them or other fossilized in them. It's pretty cool. Well, it covers welded on. Where's the hammer? That's a crack right there.
just like that, she was gone.
The pin is seized in there, so we're going to put some heat on it and see if we can't get it out. If not, I'm going to cut it off. Or we'll have to pull the rams off up here. But we're trying not to break any lines loose because we don't want to spill any oil on the ground, because they're reclaiming this. And Forest Service will be out here to inspect. Hey, you got fire under you. You got fire under you. Put it out. Put it out. Help, Tate. Got caught you on fire.
I'm on fire? No, no, you're not on fire. Just cut it! Nobody's gonna blame you for it! Just cut it, Peter!
Can't rebuild it. It's got holes. Cowboy. Now we're going to back the rotator up here and boom it on to the slide axle. Stand by, folks. Nothing like having a 320-inch wheelbase tractor out here in the middle of nowhere, huh? When you're setting up a truck like this, you want to take your time and be very particular on how you set it up, because that really matters. Because if you set it up and it's off level just a little bit, the weight of the machine that you got on the end of your boom will push through and spin your boom around, tipping your truck over. It'll tip your truck over. I know from experience, folks. That was a bad day too. I idle off right there. Get this baby rigged up, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick it and we'll have to set it off to the side, and then we'll have to re-rig our configuration on the chains, so when we set it on the trailer it spins to where we want it. You don't want it to be able to slide, so keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Alright, let me pull a little bit out of that. Alright, go ahead and shorten that up right there. That weighs 16,000 pounds, folks. The same weight as Hellboy. How about that? That's a close one, huh?
little more. That's good.
Alright, Trent, you're going back under it now. Now we got to turn the right way, so we'll back the slide axle under it. And then this load, well, we got to load the ripper on there. So 14 foot wide, folks. We got the mow board on there. Now we're gonna take this ripper off, set on there, and then we ought to be able to pick this old girl up. Hopefully. Well, I'll tell you, it's windy up there, folks. Looks like the pins in the ripper are gonna come off fairly easy. They don't get as much use as those front pins, so. Believe it or not, folks, I did attempt to pick this whole fully dressed D9 up. Didn't go so well.
Dozer.
Okay, well then hands off of it then. Hands off of it. When I bring it home, keep your hands off of it then. We're taking it apart and putting it on separate lowboys. Where it's at, the road is so bad to get it out that we can't haul it out on one lowboy. We gotta haul it out on multiple lowboys because the road is too bad.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now you're starting to come around, aren't you?
Why don't you just drive that dozer out of there and bulldoze the road wider? Like, what do you mean?
The engine's blown up in it.
Oh my god, have you bought it?
Yes.
You're like disappointing me right now.
We could get an engine for it for 12 grand. I've already looked it up.
Oh my god, $12,000.
Well,
I'm glad that you just wipe your ass with $12,000 because I sure don't.
somebody from YouTube's gonna donate it. Help me out, guys. Like,
are you recording this?
see what I put up with?
Yeah,
Babe,
so
40K on this
really
dozer is a steal.
40,000?
I didn't really pay 40,000 for it. The guy gave it to me for helping him out.
And it needs a $12,000 engine that you're probably gonna waste like $10,000 in labor. I was just calling to tell you that I'm having a day, and then you just made it even.
I just
shittier.
made your day, didn't I?
Even
You're
shittier.
welcome, babe.
Make sure.
Really? You're the proud owner of a new
D9G
D9G dozer. It's got good bones, babe.
Yeah, that's probably all it is bones. That's probably it. There's probably not anywhere to sit. There's probably no cab. Like, it's probably a pile of bones that I'd get more money at the scrapyard than you're paying. Like,
You just don't have an eye for these things, babe. Probably ought to hook up to this. It looks like it's going to want to tilt. All right, we're gonna lift up on it because they got their extension stuck. There you go. Woo! Get off.
Not the whole thing rolling. Yes, it is.
Yes, it was. Oh, the whole thing was rolling. Well, we just about had a runaway dozer. So, we might want to rethink before we attach this rotator to it, because if this takes off down there, it'll take my rotator with it. Maybe we should drag it up on flat ground, huh? What do you guys think? Maybe we should drag it up on the flat ground, huh?
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good.
As cool as the recovery would be to recover this dozer out of here, but it'll probably go all the way to the bottom. This is pretty steep, folks. I know it doesn't look like it, but 80,000 pounds running away, it'll go pretty far. This recovery will turn into a multiple day recovery.
Come down a little.
There you go.
Stop there.
That's what's stopping us, folks, a rock. Well, I'll tell you, that war machine's just standing up and taking it like a man, huh? Look at that thing. Working load limit's 23,000 pounds. And braking is, well, that's got to be like a design factor of 4, right? 92,000 pounds. This is the braking strength on a 5/8, I believe. Grade 100. Let's ask that at Bailey's.
My buddy Rick Murphy. Rick, what's happening, man? What do you mean you need to know the brake strength of grade 100 5/8? Never mind, man. I don't want to know. Let's just say at approximately 90,400 pounds, things are going to get super western. All right. See you later. Bye. Good luck. Things are about to get sketchy.
All right, love you. Look at that thing. See the size of that link? A lot of force, folks. And nobody got killed. Nobody got cut in half with the cable for the haters. It just fell right on the ground.
Get up on the head more.
That's her sweet spot right there. Look at that old pin, seen some better days, huh? Boy, she's got a little wear on her, huh? Almost there. There you go. £10,000, folks. We're shedding weight. We've got our rigging inspected. See if we can't pick her up a little bit. See how she acts. Stand by, folks. $86,000 right now. Still ain't off the ground. There she goes. It's off the ground. We're off the ground. Let's go see what it's at. $98,000. Well, the easy part's done. Now we got to get these pieces down the mountain without getting stuck, tearing our trucks up. So I think I'll go first. So if I got to winch y'all out, stand by, folks. Our second recovery, folks. We're already stuck trying to leave the pit. So we're getting our big kinetic out. Stand by. That's quite the kinetic rope. We're just gonna stay hooked up because this thing's gonna drag all the way out of here, so. It's got 98,000 pounds on it.
Scrapyard. I need it to go to the scrapyard.
Before he gets back.
Before he gets back today from working on the houses in Williams. Yes, I need it to go to the scrapyard.
Hey, break it up. What's going on in here? Absolutely not. America was built on the back of that Dozer, and that Dozer ain't going nowhere. Stay classy, folks.